Dave Palumbo with another RX Muscle Rant. Today's topic, is organic foods worth the extra money? I say no, and I'm going to tell you why. And I'm a healthy eater. I believe in eating cleanly. I believe in healthy living. I believe in trying to find the best foods out there. But I think that the organic food market is a little bit of a scam. And I'm not going to say it's 100% a scam, but I think it's a little bit of a scam. And I'll tell you why. First of all, you have to understand that eating organic food versus regular food is not going to ever change the way you look from a physique perspective. In other words, if you're eating organic chicken or regular chicken, you're getting the same protein. Okay, your body's processing it pretty much the same, and you're not going to get any added benefit for fat burning purposes and or muscle building. That's right off the bat. The whole idea behind organic is that the organic people say they don't use synthetic pesticides, you know, on their, well, let's talk about vegetables for a minute, on the vegetables, on the crops, so to speak. But they do use, you know, organic pests. They use natural, supposedly, pesticides. I don't know what qualifies a synthetic versus a non-synthetic. I guess a synthetic would be considered something that you're producing in a lab, whereas the organic, you know, pesticides are the ones you can find in nature. It's such a fine line to me that I don't believe it, because let's face it, insects kill the crops. I plant stuff in my backyard. I got ants. I got all kinds of stuff eating up the vegetation. I have them eating the actual fruits and vegetables I'm producing. And I don't put anything. I'm truly organic. I put nothing. I don't put organic. But I can see if you have huge fields of stuff, you got to put something on them. Otherwise, the bugs eat all the produce. So to me, you know, the whole organic thing, and I go to the supermarket, look, just like everyone else, and I price things, and the organic vegetables and fruits are so much more expensive. And I just don't believe that they're safer for you, that much safer than for you. I don't believe it warrants the cost. I don't. I go to Whole Foods and I look at the prices of things and I'm like, oh my God. Look, I can afford to shop at Whole Foods, and I don't, okay, on a regular basis. But a lot of people can't, and then they wonder and they get panicky. And I know people who don't have a lot of money and that they try to shop organic because they think that that's the right thing to do. It's going to be, first of all, most people think that they're going to get better results from their bodybuilding, okay, from organic foods. And that's not the case. You might be a little healthier if indeed organic foods are healthier for you. But you shouldn't be spending your rent money and the money that you need for, you know, other things, okay, that you do in life, because you're spending, you know, $900 a week in organic vegetables and fruits. It's just not worth it. Now, when we talk about animals, that's a different story. Are the organic meats better for you? Let's take eggs, for instance. They have organic eggs versus the regular eggs. Now, a lot of people think the organic eggs are healthier from a health perspective, but that's also not true. That's also not true. What's true is that the, I guess you could say, seed-fed birds. In other words, birds are supposed to eat seeds, okay, like flaxseed. Those hens lay eggs that contain omega-3 fats in the yolks, because they're eating the right diet. Whereas the hens that are fed corn, which is way more dangerous for the birds to eat than giving them some antibiotics, okay, so they don't get sick, the corn that they eat creates more pro-inflammatory omega-6 fats in the yolks. So when you go to the store and you buy omega-3 eggs, which is I recommend to a lot of people, they don't necessarily have to be organic, okay? Because the organic aspect of it doesn't make them omega-3. It's what they feed the hens, okay? Now, I like the idea of free range where the actual chickens get to run around, but once again, that's not organic. So people get confused by the term organic, and I think that the people who sell stuff as organic love the fact that people get confused, because they sell a lot more of it because people buy out of fear. Don't ever buy out of fear, buy out of knowledge. You have to educate yourself as to what is benefiting you by these foods. Look, if you eat grass-fed beef, you're going to get way more omega-3 fats, okay, in the beef itself than if you eat grain-fed cows. Now, it is true that grain-fed cows require more antibiotics because they get sicker more often because of this pro-inflammatory effect that's going on in their bodies as well. But just because something is grass-fed doesn't mean they don't give it antibiotics, okay? So grass-fed doesn't mean organic either. So you have to differentiate, and you have to decide, well, what's important to me? To me, and this doesn't have to be the case with you guys, you don't have to agree with me. To me, eating grass-fed beef, eating seed-fed chickens, or the eggs that are produced, the omega-3 eggs that are produced from that, is way more important than eating organic chicken and or organic vegetables, because to me, the organic aspect doesn't really add that much of a health benefit. It's just theoretically not going to have synthetic pesticides there. To me, that's not enough of a selling point to spend more money. So I look for healthier animals, okay, the way they feed the animals. Same thing with fish. I won't eat at least not on a regular basis, I won't eat farm-raised salmon or farm-raised tilapia. They're terrible, the conditions that they live in. As a matter of fact, I read and I saw some pictures in the video. They actually had the chicken cages above the tilapia pens, and when the chickens pooped into the pens, that's what the tilapia ate. Okay, to me, that's way worse, okay, of an insult than anything you could possibly do in terms of, you know, putting in some antibiotics or some pesticides to help keep the bugs away. So once again, the conditions the animals are kept in and how they're fed, way more important. I eat wild caught fish. You can, and like I said, you don't have to be a millionaire to buy wild caught fish. I go to the supermarket because I'm lazy and I buy salmon, wild caught salmon in packets, like the old, you know, tuna packets, okay? Except they sell salmon like that. And it's wild caught. And you don't have to worry about, you know, a lack of omega-3s or the fish eating, you know, chicken turds. So the point of this whole rant is educate yourself as to what you're buying in the supermarket before you go. Just as important it is to read the label on the foods, it is to find out where these foods are coming from. Are they farm raised? Are they organic? Are they grass fed? And then decide what's important to you and where you want to spend your money. Once again, I'm not here to tell you how to do it. I'm just telling you my own 2 cents, which means nothing at the end of the day. But I'd like to believe that I've lived and learned, and I think that I've come up with a reasonable solution. What the animals eat, way more important. Dave Palumbo with another RX Muscle Rant.